Hey YouTube, I'll describe my hoop pen today for my broilers. I have 60 broilers in there right now. My son's in there too. He helped me move them. There's actually 63. I just fed them. Freedom Ranger's about 6 weeks old. It's a 10 by 12 hoop pen, no bottom. 2/3 of it's covered. Part of the end's covered. If I were to do it again, I think I'd cover more of the top and less of the ends. Sun penetration can be a little bit too much in the morning when it's real hot. I have it turned facing east right now. It's a cloudy day today, but on a hot sunny day, light penetrates pretty deep and they don't have too much shade. I could turn it facing north. That's north. I could turn it facing north, and that would make a little bit of a difference. Maybe that's what I'll do. When it's cooler, it's actually nice if it's facing, the south. But in the hot middle of the summer, it's Pennsylvania. It's only May right now, but in the middle of the summer, it could get very warm in there. Even 10 o'clock in the morning, you can get 95 degrees. And light penetration back in the back that wouldn't have too much shade except over in the corner there. Water bucket there has those watering nipples in the bottom, works pretty well. Do be aware, Freedom Rangers can jump pretty high. There's roosts in the back, I think are about 18 or 20 inches off the ground, and they can get up there. I have them, those roosts are for turkeys. I also use a hoop pen for half a dozen or so turkeys. I did that last year and it worked all right. Worked pretty well. But do keep in mind, keep a lid on that bucket. That bucket is about 24 inches off the ground and they can jump that high. So if you didn't have a lid on the bucket, they can get up in and not be able to get back down. So they could fall in and drown. Very important. But I built this myself. Cost a couple $100 to build. PVC and wire, and I use that. What is that? It's like a highly reflective cover I got from Farm Tech, and I also got I had some burn hazel just now. There's some burn hazel. I use that greenhouse U-channel stuff to mount it. That worked very well. I had to bend it myself, but that was expensive too. So I don't know if I'd do that again, but it works well. It weighs about 150 pounds, I think. I move it with a dolly like this. This goes under one end and then flops down like that. You want to come out? Stole the design from Joel Salatin for that dolly. Built it myself. Works very well. I didn't put wheels on this thing because I wanted to be able to move it all directions. If I come to a tree, or if I come to the end and want the end of a pasture and want to come back, I'm not limited to only going one direction with this dolly, with this setup. Eli, don't do that. I want to put that in there. I can put this on all four sides. I have ropes like this on all four sides where I can go every direction. So I just put the dolly in on the side I'm coming from, and pull the rope on the other side. It works pretty well. They follow along, especially when they're hungry. They figure out what's going on. But still, you want to go slow at first so they get an idea. And yeah, like I said, this is a 10 by 12. I have 64 in there. Maybe a little too much. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I move them daily. This is what it looks like after I move them. I had sheep here grazing, so that took it down pretty good. It was pretty high until the sheep came through. I move them in the afternoon just because that's when I have the time. I don't have the time to move them when it's light early in the morning. And I come out and feed them before it's light, but they're not too aware. They won't follow along as quick. So I'll walk around here again. 2x4s at the bottom. Ropes on it. I do have corner braces, you can see here. you know, welded corner braces. That helps keep it stiff. And also I have wooden braces there at the corner. But other than that, there's no cross wires. I think between the tarp and the chicken wire up front, that helps keep it pretty square, and besides, there's not too much turning pressure on it, except when I do turn, and then I just take it easy. I have hardware cloth at the bottom. Yeah, go ahead. I have hardware cloth at the bottom I put because I think I was having issues with a cat or something was reaching its paws through, I don't know what, and tearing at the chickens, because the chickens like to lay right up against it for whatever reason. They like to lay right up against it, and I was having issues. Perfectly healthy chicken just has a couple holes in its neck. Didn't die, just had a couple hole in its neck. So I decided to do that right off the bat. I didn't have issues with this pen. I had issues with another pen. That's why I did it to this one, just because I didn't want to have those problems. I think it's 3/4 inch PVC. Zip tied on. Does a very good job. But that is my hoop pen. If you have any questions or comments, let me know and I will try to answer them. Thanks for watching.